can't just take everything that was ever invented for Zombicide and have it in one go here. You don't have to catch up with everything in one go. You know, we need to think about what this game is. And right now, like barricades, we don't need them for this game, so we don't have them. Second question.
Well, you mentioned, fantasy attracts potentially new players. So we have Black Plague. Science fiction attracts new players too. So
yeah.
Down the line, alien zombies maybe.
Season 7.
Look, then
Season 9 from outer space.
we discussed a lot internally in Guillotine Games. The majority is French. I'm from the Italian Guillotine Games, and we discuss a lot. And of course, we have many ideas. So we could do this, we could do that. Zombicide is an important brand for us. Changed our life, really changed it in a good way. So very thankful. But I think that we have to handle this property with care, because look at Ticket to Ride. I love Ticket to Ride. I don't know if you're familiar with this game. It's a fantastic game. Different from Zombicide, but a fantastic trading game. And they did many maps over the years. But at a certain point, they even say, okay, let's focus on the classic Ticket to Ride and add content there, because they make Ticket to Ride Markling, Ticket to Ride India, Ticket to Ride whatever. So even with Zombicide, we have to be patient, to do the things in the right way. But of course, as you thought it would work in a science fiction setting, it would. It would work in a Western setting. I love Western. It would work in with the Minions, the movie. It could work in. It's a good system. It's a good system, and yeah, I would love to.
Yeah, I think you'd buy it.
Yeah.
Minion side.
The point is, we have to also be careful, because if we start doing branding everything with Zombicide, it will arrive a point that someone will say, "Well, fuck you! Come on, you're putting everywhere these brands." So, the next games that we will have at Guillotine Games, one is The Others. That is a completely different game. That is for a different audience, and because we like to differentiate. And then, after The Others, we will have another project, a big project, that is a really a new game in a setting that will be fantasy. But I'm not going to tell too much, but we are very well advanced with that. And then we have with Studio McVeigh, we work a lot with Studio McVeigh. We will do the game on Adrian Smith property 8. So this is what we have in mind. So we take. We think that after a huge breakthrough like we had with the fantasy, it's good to take a little break, to think, to wait for the feedback, because there will be feedback, there will be typos, there will be. You remember? Yeah, but no. You remember the first box of Zombicide? There was one mission that was completely broken, completely broken, and we were 5 there and we didn't see it. So I hope that we improved and we won't have the same issue, but it's always good to take a break and then to with fresh mind to look over and to start again from scratch. Questions? Okay.
They're going to be a dragon. A lot of people ask for a dragon. No.
No.
Okay.
Why?
Not now, come on.
Well,
there won't be a dragon.
I think you already answered that with maybe later.
And I'm sorry, there won't be a dragon because, first of all, a dragon is big.
Mm-hmm.
Look at our tiles. Where the hell I put the dragon? So I love dragons, but it's not that easy. Okay, dragon zombie. Okay, so if we make a dragon zombie in Zombicide, first question, we have to make a specific tile that is a special tile, so we have to change radically the rules, because the movement will be different, because you have this bloody dragon on the tile, and you have to move. We had the same issue, the same identical issue with Arcadia Quest, correct?
Yes.
That everybody was asking for a dragon, and they didn't design a dragon, but I produced a dragon, and then I went to the office, I make the rules, and I gave them the dragon.
What do we do with this huge thing?
And they had to come up with a solution. So, will we have a dragon in the future? Maybe. maybe. I'm not saying no.
Oh.
It's rule out.
I'll make it so.
If you ask me if I believe that we will have a dragon in Zombicide, I believe we will in the future, because we have seen that everybody wants it, so it would be very stupid not to think to add a dragon. But now, no, because I don't know how to
Make it work.
Yeah,
Understandable.
We don't want to just, okay, here's a dragon, and it plays like, it's just an abomination and it's a dragon, and that's it. No, a dragon is a dragon. You know, it needs to do something draconic. So, when we do it, if we do it, it will be a dragon.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This,
Thank you. Yeah.
oh, you mentioned you read the forums all the time, and everyone is a coach and wants to give advice. You have your goals planned out. If you get a lot of feedback from the forum in a certain style or type, does that impact your decisions
Yes.
in the future? It does.
It does. There is one request that came out, I don't know how many times during this campaign, and I just received yesterday the drawing by Adrian Smith. I asked him to make a special drawing, and this will be a nice stretch goal for the end. For the end. So yes, we read that. Again, we respect a lot our backers. They are giving us money, real money, because 2 million, shitload of money is a lot of money. and you know, you have to respect these people. They're not only backers. They created a phenomenal.
And we have a community with Zombicide. It's not just a game.
So
and they are the heart of it.
And the minimum we can do is to read each and every comment. I know some of the backers, not personally, but I know the name. Sometimes it's coming to me, hey, have you seen that Scott Hill is not in the Kickstarter this year? I say, what the hell, what's happened to Scott Hill? Because it's a guy who was always present in our Kickstarter, so I was worried. And, you know, but we know everybody. We know who are the trolls. There are a couple of trolls that
You're a troll?
No, you're not. You're not trolling too much. There are some that, my God, really, or there are the ones that they came out with the answer, like they know, oh, they did that because of this. Really? But
I didn't know that.
I didn't know, but it's fine. It's fine. And there is nothing wrong. We don't take it personally, because at the end, they're giving us money. They are our clients, and you have to respect your clients, even if sometimes they could avoid certain comment. I was quite displeased by certain comments on Paolo Parente, for example. Paolo Parente had a very misfortunate Kickstarter experience. I don't want to enter in details, so it was not a good story. But he's an artist. I don't know what he's doing out of this. And there were some people making bad comments in the forum. So go in the right forum and make your comments. Sometimes there are things that are bothering me because they start discussing among them, and this is not good, because at the end the community is a good space to share ideas. But that's internet. There's nothing we can do. We have to accept it.
I was talking to Thiago last night, and I wanted to show my appreciation to you while I got an opportunity, because on the forums I was very vocal about the CC3 shipping issues and my displeasure with the delays, and it wasn't as much the delays as it was that it just seemed like you guys weren't saying anything, and that was frustrating to me. But I told him last night, I can see the difference now. I can see that steps have been put in place to actually communicate better and to,
Yeah.
and I appreciate that.
Yeah, but
very much.
The point is, you are right. I'm very worried because it's written delivery for this Kickstarter December. Okay, it's written December, and we have 6 months. But I don't know from now in 2 weeks what we will have to produce more than what we have already planned. If we have to add something, it takes. We sent always, this figure was sent to China 5 months ago. I got yesterday this. It means that it takes time. And sometimes, again, in the forum, you have people saying, oh, you know, in one month you have the plastic production. 1 month what? To give you an idea, sculpting process, and the artistic process could take 2 months. Okay, 2 months. Then you have to collect enough figure to be sent to China and to have a mold. A mold is taking 1 month to be produced, but you have to test it. And very often, the first shot of the figure, one sword is missing, one foot is not coming, so you have to check, and speaking with the rich Chinese, with their hands, they are doing all the things that they have to do, and then after 2 months, you have the figure as you want the figure. So, and you already see 4 months. And then we have to produce. And when we have 12,000 backers. So let's say that we have to produce for the backers, for the retail, for our publisher, you have to produce 30,000, 50,000 boxes. It takes time because you have this small machine, it's coming the 8 figures, you have to take figure by figure, you have to put in the box. It's a long, long way to produce a Kickstarter. And now, we thought that December was achievable. Now I'm very worried. I think it's still achievable because we are advancing in certain aspects, very well advanced. But still, I don't know if these things is going beyond our imagination.
And it already is.
We will have to communicate better. Communication is an issue. Communication is an issue. But there are 2 choices. The first choice is, oh, guys, don't worry. Once a week, you will have some information. But sometimes we have 1 month with nothing to say. What do you want? A comment like, okay, 1 week has gone and nothing has happened. So I don't think it's the right way to communicate. It is true that sometimes in certain Kickstarter, the silence was astonishing. We made a mistake, point. There is no discussion on this. But you have also to think that Kumi or not, 4 years ago, was just an online store for miniatures. And then it becomes what it is today. So it's not easy to adjust. We are not a big company. We don't have many employees as other big successful companies. So everything is work in progress. You know, it's not easy. And then when there is a port strike, what can I do? They lost the container. I said, where the is the container? And we have to produce again. I have now in China the content of that container there in China, and the day they finish the container, say they finish the production in China, Marbella is calling me, they found the container. I said, it's not possible.
Well, for me personally, I just want to make sure that y'all understand that, because I'm not speaking for all the other people who get on there and complain, but for me personally, it's done out of the love of the company, because I want to see y'all succeed because I love your games. I mean, they're top notch. I mean, I don't think there's any company producing a better product right now.
But you are right to complain if you are unsatisfied, because you are a client, and you are right, and we have to listen to you. But sometimes there are things that we can't control. I can't control if the mold of the production is completely wrong. I can't control if there is a strike, and I can't control if 1 year we had an issue with the train. I remember that the train was not arriving with a container. And then there are always problems that raise at the very last minute. We had an issue on Arcadia Quest. We had an issue, and we had to fix the issue, and it's taking time. So we try to do our best, and we are not perfect, but we know that we work and try to improve every time. But as far as the respect is kept during the communication, everything is fine. We delivered. That's the important fact. That maybe, yes, we were late. In some cases, at the very beginning, we were very late in a couple of projects. And that's a fact, and you can't discuss facts. But the point is that if you look at the whole world of Kickstarter, and you look how many Kickstarter were delivered, and the production that were delivered, apart one big issue that was sedition war, that we had some issue in the production of the miniatures, that's another fact. We deliver games. There are projects, and I don't want to mention the names, that are 3 years that were completed and they were not delivered. And I don't know why everybody is nice and thanking them all the time. Oh, thank you for the update. You are another year late, and we are 1 week late, and we have to be hammered. But it's fine. It doesn't matter. It's not fine. No, it doesn't matter. And you know why it doesn't matter? Because you gave me your money, and so you have the right to complain. Point. There is no discussion. You're a client, and the client is always right. Other question? Good. That's it. Did you pledge?
Absolutely.
Good. Thank you so much.
Have you pledged now?
There's only one in the room that didn't pledge.
Yeah, those two haven't pledged yet.
I will.
Yeah. Come on, do you have a connection there?
If you want to give a closer look to the miniatures, I don't think that this gray is right.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I have to find our manufacturer that is here, because I think it's too light. But this is the final production of the miniatures of the survivor.
And is that bag approved? The dice bag? Is that it? Are we good with it?
I'm fine. I think it looks good. The dice is not approved.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Is there a reason that you decided to go with the solid colors instead of the individual colors?
Yes. First of all, there are many backers that are a miniature painter, miniature lover, and colorblind. Many. So at the end, we thought that it's faster to produce, because if you have different color, the mold production is a nightmare. And then, honestly, I have seen with Zombicide season 1, 2, 3 that when I play now, it's like the rainbow. It's too many colors. So at the end, we make a nice counter base, and I think it's working way better. And
there are two more reasons actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. One thing is, if we have this color, it's a good color to show detail. And some of the colors, because we have to choose 528 different colors for classic Zombicide, eventually we end up with some colors which are not the best suited colors for showing detail in images. So that's a good standard color for everything. And I think also with the dashboard, that creates a situation where we can't have each character have his own color, because you're limited to the amount of dashboards that you're using. So if we can just connect the dashboard to your counter base that you put it. Now this is the red guy, because I get the dashboard with the red pins, and I put the red base on my guy, and that's it. For that session, that's my color. And you can change that all you want later on, so it just makes sense for the game as it is. See? Makes sense.
Sometimes I'm distracted.
Yeah.
So proud. Okay. So thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Oh, there's.
I'd asked last night about the deal with stacking cards, with how many we got. When you give them sleeve, that they don't stay together very well, and you kind of hinted that maybe you had something coming up.
Yeah.
What do you have?
Don't worry. Yes. If I will get the prototype on time, there will be something. If it's not for this Kickstarter, there will be soon. Yes. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And sorry, I was late. Sorry.